I'll start this shit up. For now, what's up, everyone? So I don't know what happened. My camera was working fine not too long ago, and all of a sudden, I have no idea what it is, but it's way beyond me to fix it. I don't think it's fixable. I think I'm just gonna end up getting a new camera or something. I don't know. The built-in one broke, uh, but yeah, some things I kind of wanted to get into. Um, that's actually what I was kind of doing when I just hit the live. I was just looking up some of the cases just to show definitely how broken our justice system is. I'm gonna show it along with the website. Uh, yeah, so this was February 1st, 2024. Yeah, hold on. And I don't know if you've ever looked up um cases in by name, but it never works. I'll try it again. Nope. But the name, yeah, one of them was John Brown, and I spelled it exactly how it is. So I just got to go by the date range. All right, so February 1st. Let me just February 1st of 2024. It's back in February. So I have to make the date range. I have to make the date range between that. Um, that's how this works. Criminal. Okay, finally. All right. So it's kind of like this kind of comes with good news and bad news. Um, and I have 3 exhibits to make this case. I'm just got one more. Just got one more. Arsenio Braga. Yeah, I'm actually going to be doxing people too in the stream. Let's see. He was caught, okay, October of 2023. So now I just got to look in October. All right. Just one moment. Hold on. October 1st of 2023 now to November 1st of 2023. Criminal. All right, so then this should show up. Arsenio Braga or Blaga. This is probably the next page. This is the last thing I just have to look up. Got it. All right, so now we are fully ready to get into it. So finally, I think we should force Jeff to stop. Yeah, Jeff's just on his own, whatever he's gonna do. There's no stopping him or starting him. That's just whatever he's gonna do is gonna be on its own. Speaking of broken cases, I broke my phone case in like 4 places. Yeah, that's weird. I just cracked my phone. I cracked it. It's working fine. And then my camera didn't work. I'm just like, I don't know. I do believe in bad luck, and I do believe I have it. Sup, Wolf, Frogger, Shelly Shells, Rumsky. Appreciate all you guys. Oh wait, actually, whoa. I don't know if that's a doc. Well, I just realized that might be a docs. I'm gonna get a Tommy Boy Studios video on me. But yeah, no doxing. I'll just ask for that. So anyway, So let's actually go to what people kind of haven't really been doing when they do talk about this. Let's actually go to the MVCap website. All right. So some reason people just kind of stay in when they're trying to like make it out to be a bad thing, they just kind of stay here. Like if you kind of spend all your time on the front page of any website, I don't think it's gonna be that good. But if you go into catches, then you start to get some information. So we got some updates, and they're not good updates. So it's kind of like good news and bad news. The good news uh, is all these people got, you know, charged for everything that they were accused of. The catch was good. The police were good. Everyone did what they were supposed to do. But the problem that we have is our justice system because, you know, you're not going to like how this went. I just increased my volume a little bit. Nah, Jeff can go, actually. I got, yeah, we're not here for Jeff. So, this guy, okay, he reoffended. So PP Mask caught him. I think he was like one of his first catches, and then I caught him. And you think he would get, the book thrown at him, right? So this is the outcome. He was charged with enticement of a minor. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's not showing the window. It's not showing what I'm asking it to show. I think I wanted to show the window, and it's not doing that. Hold on. Um, Hopefully, I don't know. Whoa, we got the page. All right, so basically, yeah. So let's just get back to this. Sorry, that kind of distracted me a little bit. This is Arsenio Brega. If you guys remember the sketch, I caught him at from a walk away from my house. The full interaction is here. If you guys remember it, I'll just read it. Arsenio Brega had 2 encounters with predator catchers so far. He was caught by a predator catcher known as Predator Poachers Massachusetts. He pled guilty to that charge of enticement of a minor with continuing without a finding, which is a common outcome in these cases. However, on October 8th, that's when the catch was, I caught him not realizing he was caught before for the exact same crime. He was caught meeting what he believed to be a 14-year-old and he was arrested. Yeah, so he was arrested on site. This is a case number. This is a case. You guys remember kind of how this went down? Bit ad. Oh, yeah, an ad. All right. Oh my god. I don't care about any of this shit. All right. But this is a catch. I know I would run an ad on that video. It's an unlisted video. This guy. So here's what happened. Like the police were talking to him. He got arrested, right? You would think that's whoa. Whoa! Wait a minute. What is going on? What is wrong with the share feature? I don't trust it anymore. I lost full trust for the share feature. It's not doing a thing I'm asking it to do. All right. Wow. That's not what I wanted to do at all. All right, I gotta like redo. I have to really watch this thing. It's supposed to share the screen. It wasn't supposed to do that. Yeah, it was that was not what it was
Silver
supposed to do.
bracelets.
So this guy Arsenio Brega, he was arrested on the scene. Wait, actually hold on. Yeah, this is too much crazy stuff going on. I gotta take care of something. It's probably showing this. I don't know. Jesus. No, it's not showing it. Um, community moderation. Yeah, bro. Just take care of him in chat. And what I mean, take care of him, like get rid of him. Um, yeah. I, we're not here for that. Because a much bigger issue that we have going on is pedophiles in Massachusetts are getting off the hook. Okay. So I'm actually going to uh have to put in all this work to unshare this, share a new share just for the just for the case details. Wow, it works. All right, I'm gonna go for the entire screen. Um, I think that'll work. Is that working, or is it showing? Hold on, I can't even see it on my end now. Is it showing? Is it showing? Yeah, is it showing? What? Okay, I think it is showing what it's supposed to be showing. So now we're back. So he was charged with, what he was accused of. Um, but the result, probation, 2 years probation. So, I mean, I know a lot of people are just kind of here for the drama. I mean, don't tell me about, drama when stuff like that's going on. But like this is a real issue. This guy got caught twice, arrested, you know, and he got probation for the second time. For the second time, he got probation. Now here's let's see. This is another situation. Oh, okay. So I have to go back cuz I must have clicked out of the website. Jesus. Okay. Hopefully it's showing the MVCap website. Yeah, nothing else besides probation. I mean, according to what I've seen, it would have said. So this guy, remember this guy? So the guy that said, "Are you catching me?" Um, now defendant Daniel Thomas Santos got charged with enticement of a minor under 16, which is a felony per Massachusetts law. Da da da. The catch happened on January 31st, 2024. He decoyed him as a 14-year-old boy on Grinder. He went by Jim Bros. It explained to Dan the decoy was alone in a hotel and had fallout with his guardians. Da da da. Just kind of says a story. He said a lot of creepy stuff. A lot of very graphic stuff. Um, but his results of his case is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he pled guilty. Says tender by plea. And basically when it says probation, okay, again, think of the crime of enticement of a minor. That means you met a child online for sex, and just probation from 10/10/2024 to, all he has to do is keep his nose clean until 2026. And given the precedent of Braga, Commonwealth versus Braga, if he does it again, he'll just get sentenced to probation again. So I don't know. To me, that's a real issue. Um, let's talk about other real issues. Um, John Brown. I see this guy walking around my city all the time. All the time. He's free to be a danger to society. He's not in jail. You'd think a lot of these people would get jail. They're not in jail. They're getting charged. They got good cases against them, but they walking. I think we have the updated case on that is, so it also ended in a plea. Um, and pretty much my read into it is, looks like, well, actually, maybe he didn't get sentenced yet. I'm trying to, I could have sworn he got probation on this one as well. If it says anything about 2026, that guarantees that he was given probation. Oh, probation until 2027. Yeah, he got probation. That's what that means. So he's just on probation until 2027. Now, this guy is a sex offender. He is a sex offender. That's the only thing he's got. He actually became a sex offender, I think, under PB Mass's case. But yeah, we have a huge problem. Is they they are they get charged with the crime, but then they completely get away with it in another way. So I think a huge part of it is going to be getting our laws changed. Now, I'll kind of your chat a little bit. So yeah, um, so that's kind of an issue where I'm gonna try to fight on, I guess, and that's kind of where I see a real issue going on. Laws need to be rewritten to allow for the submission of evidence from Southwest CPNI. Yeah, but if there's any legislative fight, it's here. It's this. This is what it should be about. I think at a minimum, we like as places start. Obviously, if I could be in charge of them, these people would just get life. Like I don't, think these people should be walking around. Period. But at least jail time. Like if you commit that serious of a crime, and I'm sorry, yeah, it is serious of a crime. I mean, probation is not the answer. It's not an appropriate answer. It's definitely not an appropriate answer the second time you're caught doing it. Um yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't understand these legal precedents that like really if we don't apply any kind of pressure, this can just kind of go on. So I'm gonna try to and I'll stress try because I don't know, I do have very low confidence in our political system in general. Very low confidence. Um to maybe get some politicians to give a shit about this, you know? Um they talk about like some budget of some other thing about, about whatever, but like how about pedophiles walking around when you're taking your kids out and they're basically getting off with less than a DUI? Like how about that? You know, that's a real issue. So yeah, and in this case, it's not even the DAs. I don't think the DAs can be blamed. I don't think the police can be blamed. I mean, I can't be blamed because I did everything right in the case. I never had an issue with that. Um, but it's the laws because the even the judges have to go by a legal precedent. So that's the issue we have. Um, and I don't know. I think the only way to actually get anything done is is if certain politicians that can change laws don't. Is I want to call them out by name and make it very clear that even ignoring is enough. That says a lot. If someone uh doesn't give a shit about the shit, then we need to make them give a shit. And um obviously me and my own um uh that voice doesn't matter much, but if we can all band together and try to actually make this a movement like it's supposed to be, we can maybe get some of these laws changed and not be focused on some stupid shit that doesn't matter. Yeah, I just banned him. He wasn't getting it. So locally, I've seen people with a small amount of weed get more time than the president of a school board for having 150 pics and vids of CP. Yeah, it's like I think the thrill of a catch is like you're like, oh shit, their life is over now. Like that. It's like because getting caught with something like that is pretty crazy, right? But no, apparently in Massachusetts, where I'm catching them, they like unless they have like CP or something, they get pretty much away with it. They get probation. And how bad is probation? I've never got probation. I don't know. I never had to run in with the law, so I don't know. But all they get is probation. Like this, the message this sends is if you decide to meet with a child online in Massachusetts for sex, not once, but even twice, and who knows, maybe even 3 times, you will walk. You might go to jail at first, but you'll walk. That's it's not just what I'm saying. That's what the dockets say. You do that, you walk. So politicians that won't give a shit and silence will be an answer. That is something that I think should deserve focus to. You know. So like when I said twice, I was referring to catches. But enticement of a minor is enticement of a minor. I've even seen enticement of a minor, I think maybe once or twice, where it didn't have anything to do with the catch I did. It was a real minor. Um, so yeah, something's just really wrong with these laws. Um, so I guess I mean technically it wasn't a real kid, but um, you know, like they should. I think every single time, like if you get caught for this your first time, you should at a minimum have to register as a sex offender and should get at least, I don't know, like let's start with a year. Can we start with a year? Like where can we start? Because we're basically starting from absolutely no consequences at all. Basically saying you can, yeah, you can, meet to have sex with kids and you will get away with it. So where I kind of want to see it go at least is, can we make it so that they can get at least a year in jail and have to register as a sex offender? Obviously, if it's up to me, they would be under the jail. But the world won't work how it works if it was up to me. So right, we've got the same issue right now, about to catch a repeater and nothing is going to be done because of laws. Infuriating. Yeah, and in this case, it wasn't even that. It's almost kind of like, I don't even know, more of a slap in the face, because not only are they like, well, technically we can't prosecute because of the laws and it's not a real child or all that. That's not even what's going on here. It's like they get fully accused by in court of law, they get charged, they get sentenced, and they walk. So it's quite literally the justice system saying the punishment for, I guess the punishment for doing it is just don't do it again for a while. And even that, you'll probably still get away with it. I think the only way to possibly get them on something is, I think what happened was when uh Arsenio was caught the first time. Maybe if he was caught during his probation, maybe he would have got something. I think maybe how it works is he would have maybe had to serve until the end of his probation period, but that didn't even happen. He was caught twice. Just like, so all it really means is you have to keep your nose clean for like 2 years, and that's the penalty for meeting a child for sex online in Massachusetts. Um, so any politician that doesn't want to do anything about that, um, I'm gonna, I don't know. I want to be a part of applying a lot of political pressure, and that might be a lot more boring, than the drama bullshit or the Jeff bullshit. But that's where I think a lot of the focus needs to be. Now, I mean, I can get into other bullshit, but I think this issue is more important. And I don't really know too much about politics. I'm thinking of starting by just going to city council meetings and just kind of talking about it. I'm gonna print out all these dockets and say, hey, look, I catch online predators. Um, I hope I can film it because I like to have accountability in the situation. Um, and say, hey, there's a bunch of pedophiles basically walking around scot free, and even if they're repeat offenders, you give a shit about that. And if they say no, I don't want them to ever serve a political office in their life. You know, because they're letting this happen. They're letting those laws happen. So like, I'll want names, and I'll put their names on a list, and we will call them out in a campaign. I think I actually said it a long time ago, but I wasn't too versed, admittedly, on like kind of how you get things done. But um, the word actor be put on blast. I think is a good approach. We should do is just like, if they even if they don't even if they're not, they don't say they're against it, which they might even do that. Um, or they just be like, "Oh, you're just a vigilante," whatever they're gonna say, or just shut up. I don't even know what they're gonna say. Like, do politicians even are we treated like dogs now at this point? I don't know. Like, you don't even know if you're gonna get arrested by raising issues like this. Like, obviously, you can just tell just like how low of a regard I have for the political system. It's basically on the ground, collecting dust and dirt. Uh, but at a minimum, um, we can identify the do nothing politicians and shame them out of office. But again, I alone can't do that. Like, what we need to do is get off our asses and actually do something, and actually give a shit, and actually try to apply political pressure to get something done. So just kind of like the Ask YouTube Why thing, I never said it can be all me, and it can't be all me. So yeah, I mean, this could be another situation where I even try to do everything I tried to do. I could try to speak with politicians. They could tell me to go fuck myself. I could identify them. No one could give a shit, and nothing will change. But I can't say I didn't do everything I needed to do, since we're so focused on some other bullshit. So yeah, I don't know. And I guess state law would be kind of going to Capitol Hill, but I want to kind of start addressing the issue locally, since I caught a lot of predators locally in Massachusetts. Um, and take it there. But it's like, I haven't seen Capitol Hill. It looks like a bunch of it looks like really guarded up. It does not look like a place that as a citizen you can speak to an issue at all. So I'll just say, doing anything political or trying to get any kind of laws taken seriously, like by any politician, will be a complete uphill battle challenge because basically they're very comfortable with not giving a fuck about any of the shit. They don't have to. We're not going to do anything. We're the stupid do nothing people that let all this stuff happen. You know. So yeah, that's kind of just an issue I'm noticing because I thought like they were actually I was actually hoping they were gonna get like like charged to some like reasonable sentence, but yeah, the Preds just yeah, even if they're charged, even if they're sentenced, they still get away. The MSM picks and chooses who they target, and mostly they target conservatives. I know you're on the other side. Well, I don't actually know what that is, the MSM. I'm not good with acronyms. This is where we need the community backing us calling. Yeah, instead of calling up some trolls like job or whatever, like how about we actually try to go after the politicians that are letting this shit happen? The fact that in Massachusetts you can meet a kid for sex online and you get away with it. And there's certain politicians that'll completely let this happen. And when if I address this issue to them, they're gonna ignore what I'm saying. You know, um, like if we're gonna apply any kind of political pressure and try to get something done, how will we do it? How will we focus on this? Yeah, definitely. Yes, I really hope we can definitely get to that. Um, we're going to governor. Been dealing with House of Delegates for 2 years. String us along. Yeah, if you actually could let me know how you kind of went about that, that'd be very interesting. Again, actually, I don't know if you have like shit. I don't think you have my new number because I changed my new number. But yeah, if you could text me, I might actually have some questions about that if you don't mind. Um, this is my new number. I don't know if some people were, yeah, definitely the old ad from 10 years ago. For freelancing, it isn't gonna be able to get an immediate response because my new phone number. Yeah. Yeah, and I think like every predator catcher should be talking about like how to actually get laws changed, you know, um, how to actually get shit done. Because shit, like here's the thing: the point of predator catching is you expose them, and then let's say there's some huge lapse in the justice system. It's to like the point of it is to motivate the constituents to try to change the laws and apply pressure to try to change the laws. Because I will say just one person on their own, just a catcher on their own, they alone cannot change the laws. It requires uh, a large demand from its constituents. It really will. Um, oh, actually, I got another one. Um, I got another sad news. Let me try to find it. Let me try to find it. He was out of Waltham. Okay. And actually, I think I released shorts about this, and I think I actually got like, ironically, like I got a strike or something. I got like a warning. I think it wasn't a strike; it was like a warning. No, actually, I don't know if it was that video. Never mind. Let's check out this. This is another case where he pretty much got probation. And again, this is not the cop's fault. This is not the DA's fault. This is a legislative issue. Okay. I think I even heard like the cops, like they were like, yeah, it's Massachusetts, so they'll probably only get to court and this and that because they're like really they're everyone's in the same position as us. Like, um everyone has to work within the confines of the laws. And they just don't they can't throw people in prison for longer than their sentence or if they're sentenced at all. Now I'm actually going to be looking for a specific case. This is a case that Tiny did the decoying on. He did a great job. Um, enticement of a minor. It should pop up. Enticement. Brian Laley. All right, here we go. I got it. Check this out. So I'll show the catch actually. How about this? I'll actually show the catch. I'll show the catch before I share it. I put out a couple shorts on it. Let me see. So this guy, um, hold on, I'm actually looking for it. So this guy, so if you remember this guy, oh, there's no audio. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me, bro. All right, there's no audio. Yeah, I don't know. Just yeah, I mean, StreamYard is just shitting me. Sorry. Um, I did not know there was no audio. But this is a case. So he pled out to um enticement of a minor, a child under 16, plea, enticement of a minor continued without a finding. And what that basically means is all he has to do is keep his nose clean for 2.5 years. He got a unsupervised probation. Um, continue without a finding. There should be like some other date in that see any 2025, 2026 stuff here. It doesn't even say the date. That is. Oh, we got wait, hold on. Continuing without finding completion of community service. Community service. Bro got community service until scheduled on, I guess, this new date, which already passed. Um, so yeah, my understanding is the probation is lasting 2.5 years. That was my information on it. It doesn't say anything here for some reason. It usually does. Oh, yeah, right here. 2.5 years. So that would be 2.5 years. Continue without a finding. So this would be the arraignment session. So in 2.5 years, you said, all right, did you cut down on touching kids? Did you cut down on doing what you're doing? And then you're off the hook. Just his community service, and he's good. So yeah, our laws are messed up. Um, so yeah, so we have a huge issue in Massachusetts. Yeah, sorry about the audio issue. Um, but what you're doing might help some. I mean, I don't have any connections or anything, so basically it'll just be me talking to local politicians or whatever. I mean, I don't know if you guys would know any activists. I don't. I just will try to run into politicians on a local level and try to start there, and hopefully someone will give a shit. I don't know. Again, very very low expectations I have. Is there like some issue going on with my computer? I have a laptop right now. Um, oh, that's probably the fan going on the laptop. These fire chats are calming at early morning. Yeah, is my audio good? I don't know. I mean, but I don't know. I'll just move on. Community service isn't always picking up trash. You can volunteer. I mean, whatever you're doing, it's just like it's just uh it's just crazy. Like this is a penalty. Like they'll basically need to pick up trash. Like that really sends a universal message because this isn't just one case. That in general, if you decide to meet a kid online for sex, you don't go to jail. You would think you would go to jail, but you don't go to jail. The worst penalty I've seen is community service. So yeah, hopefully someone can give a shit about that in the state. Um, maybe not. I don't know. But that's a real issue. Um, now that I kind of got that out of the way, um, I think we probably talk about other stuff. I don't know. I think I'll drop the link, but I won't let everyone up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you heard kids. Here's a puppy. Yeah, like animal. Caring for an animal shelter. There's some developments, but I can't really speak on it yet. I haven't seen I haven't seen how it plays through sentencing wise, so I don't know. Hopefully a lot more optimistic. Yeah. Nah, Jeff should just be passed out by now. Um they got rid of him in my chat. That was annoying. Yeah, it has to be like a troll account. But yeah, I will say New Hampshire cases are pretty fast. They're kind of a lot more fast than Massachusetts. Not that fast is better necessarily, because that could just mean it's a big district. There's a lot of crime in there. Like it could mean it could. There's so many factors into the speed it could take. Um, but the issue that we're having is, it's prisoners straight up getting away. Massachusetts. It was wild that he said that he was with Alex to come up. Yeah. It's like some people think about Alex 24/7. Like, I don't know. It's like creepy. Um, that's almost as dumb as a comment I saw earlier by the one saying she's intimidating and scary. Yeah, I don't know. Check IG. Oh, I think I know what you're about to tell me. I just don't know how much I can talk about it. Um, oh shit. Okay, I have a question for you, Wolf. Can I talk about it? Because I have no idea if I can or not, and I'm gonna have to totally go by your word. If I can talk about it, this might be good news, and definitely would. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, Wolf decoyed that catch. He didn't even have to go to court, and he went to court. Um, I okay. So actually, what I'll just read it. Um, all right, my phone might die. Hold on. I got an obstacle I gotta work out. So this is for another catch. All right, so I am going to talk about it. I did get the green light, but this is good news. So I guess we do have insight on how New Hampshire handles its cases. Hold on. How am I going to do this? Oh. Oh, never mind. Um, I don't know. I'll just read it until the phone dies. That's all I can do. So this is the catch. This is a sex offender we caught. That was decoyed by Wolf, and he pled guilty. And he got 2.5 years to 7 years, and will have to register as a sex offender upon release. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What? Yeah, because I kind of had a conversation with another person confirming the details. So I need to know what catch this is then. Um, but either way, there's a predator that's being sentenced to 2.5 years to 7 years. But he's in New Hampshire. Um, yeah, if you want to come, actually, I don't want to speak on it if I don't know if I don't know enough about it. I'm kind of confused now. I kind of retract a lot of what I said. Um, but but I guess just insight how at least how New Hampshire handles it is I guess they do handle it pretty well. I mean, obviously, everyone would believe that they should be sentenced to a much more harsh sentence, but this is at least better than nothing. 2.5 years to 7 years. Um, and will have to register as a sex offender. Um, I can't recall the case though. I'm now unsure of what case it is. But yeah, that is good news. Hold on. I'm actually just gonna see if I can get my phone charger. One moment. Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, dude?
So yeah, so I'm actually really confused. What
So,
catch?
you
Uh,
were kind of losing faith and everything like that, and I kind of wanted to show you that you don't have to lose faith because I just got an email on my 18th catch that Patrick from Hampton Beach, when we did the beach catch with me, Tiny, and I think it was Vlog. We went to Hampton Beach and did that catch and got the thing that he's doing 2.5 to 7 years. uh, just for catching him. I didn't have to go to court or anything. He took the plea deal. And basically, he's in jail for 2.5 to 7 years and has to register when he gets out.
oh, nice. Yeah. So I mean, I definitely have low confidence in Massachusetts though. Like New Hampshire seems like they handled it. Uh, they actually take it seriously. Seems
Yeah,
like.
they do take it seriously, and it's not that I'm still gonna be catching in Massachusetts regardless too. If I see him in Massachusetts, they're getting exposed one way or another because the media exposure will be out there and their faces are going to be on there forever. We can rerun their catches and everything like that, so that way it stays fresh. That's the best we can do, unless people want to go out and talk to the governors and stuff like that, send emails and do all that type of stuff. We're kind of in a shit bucket right now until we can make a big impact, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of like. So, what do you think we should do in Massachusetts, at least?
Keep catching, keep spreading the awareness, show how bad of an epidemic it is. I mean, uh, have the city start raising a stink toward the, politicians and everything. That's what they got to do. Politicians to the states, the cities.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're in agreement on like that. We kind of need to make a grassroots campaign to try to fix these laws, right? Like, try to make it much more harsher sentences.
Yeah, well, trying to fix the laws really kind of sucks right now, especially with what they're trying to pull in California when they're trying to decriminalize sex
Oh, you're
trafficking.
something's really bad happening to your audio.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to connect my audio. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, that should be better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is better. You're good. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just, yeah, I'm a little disgusted with the laws, but with what's going on with California, how the politicians are trying to pass a bill to decriminalize sex trafficking, that's kind of, really making me think of what way is this going to go when it goes over there. They keep trying to pass this bill, and one of these times they're going to be sneaky enough to get that bill passed through. So I really have a sneaking suspicion that the government's kind of behind all this, and that's why they're easing up and not doing so much work, I guess, and giving
yeah.
everybody a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we kind of keep saying though, like the awareness is key and all that, and catching, and I mean, I have some catches lined up actually, a couple. I
Just
think,
picture it this way, though. All the governors and politicians that are in seat right now are over the age of maybe 50 or 60. Just think about that, how their think mind setting was from back in the day.
yeah. So I mean, either way, we got to apply as much political pressure as we can to, I think, to get something done.
Well,
That's
well, the people got to get pissed, and the people got to start stomping and saying something. It can't just be us catchers. It's got to be like the whole group that follow us behind, throwing emails every day until they get sick of hearing it. I mean, all we can do is preach it every once in a while and hope it hits a few ears that have a good, mind to be able to put pen to paper and be able to. My phone keeps shutting off. I don't know why,
no,
but
I hear you.
so the people got to be able to put pen to paper and be able to express how important this is. Be able to get a law passed to make laws stricter to save our kids, because our kids are our future.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make it so that there's like a kind of like a more printable version on my website of these cases in Massachusetts that just like they're literally just getting away with not going and not going to jail or facing any repercussions, and just make it so that it's something that people can bring with them if they want to, if they so choose to meet with either a politician, an activist,
Yep.
um, and honestly, I would recommend filming that interaction because they don't have to be accountable if it's just you.
Yeah, I
Like it was
get it,
just
but
like it was just me, they can just be like, "Fuck you, Ryan." If it's just Wolf, they can be like, "Fuck you, Wolf." You know.
yeah,
Um.
that's pretty much what it is. But I still want to make the awareness, and I'm not going to give up. Eventually, something's going to get done. Something's going to change, and other people
Definitely.
aren't giving up. So,
Oh yeah, that we the fight just got started. So yeah. So
hmm
just a lot of ways we can just encourage each other to you know to shit. I had a word, but I forgot what that word is. It's too late. But
yeah, it is too late.
mobilize,
I'm ready to go to bed,
mobilize.
dude. I just figured I'd come up and like straighten out that little bit.
Oh yeah, and I do appreciate the clarification. And definitely, um, congratulations on that outcome. By the way, you did a great
Thanks,
job.
bud. Take
I've
it
been hearing a
easy.
lot of good things from you. Um, yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah. Have a great night.
yeah, you
Um,
have a good night too. Take it easy. Peace.
yeah, definitely. It's no good if the family has to. Oh yeah. By the way, this guy, bro. So there was no issue with the case that we made. The issue is that they get charged, they get sentenced. There's no case to getting dismissed, but they still get away with it. That's how we know it's loss. Claire gets a sting with a decoy. Yeah, I feel like that's just some troll trying to distract on some shit. do we think of a family of a victimized child would do if they knew that there were no witnesses? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not against that. I mean, essentially, if they have the information, they can. That just would be outside of our scope and what we're talking about, though. But yeah, like if I say like family kills predator or whatever, that's definitely a good headline. But that's just not something you can legislate. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep talking about this a lot more. I think we all should really be talking about this a lot more. And any person that catches in Massachusetts or the New England area, that might pass through Massachusetts should be talking about this. And yeah, this is a real issue because it's one thing if we do everything right as journalists to bring a good case, but it's not a good thing when everyone does everything right and still there's not a good outcome. So if there's any reason to call ourselves a community, it should be for this reason. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream. It's been real. So sorry for the technical issues. And yeah, have a great night / morning or whatever you want to call this.